he at? He owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him to get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Out here scamming.
Gervonta Davis is making headlines after appearing to throw subtle jabs at Floyd Mayweather amid reports claiming the boxing legend may have lost an astonishing $170 million. Whether those reports are accurate or not, the reaction has reignited a debate that refuses to fade, with fans across social media weighing in from every angle. And just when it seemed the story couldn't get any bigger, the latest update involving Floyd added even more fuel to the conversation. Here's the latest on Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather, I mean,
Money May.
Feels like the hits keep on coming for him. I don't know if they're going to be calling him Money May anytime soon, the way it's going right now. And look, I love Floyd as a fighter.
Money may not be there like it used to be.
Oh my God.
I ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not.
Put some respect on Floyd.
Right, we're doing that.
Floyd's an all-time great. He's one of my
reacting
favorite
to the
fighters
news
of all
cycle.
time.
That's how it is.
I'm not in that man's pocket. And people lie. I don't know what he got going on.
Well, this is the reality. Floyd right now, I have the lawsuit. He is facing a lawsuit from this promoter, CSI Sports, which Floyd signed with last.
For years, Floyd Mayweather built an image as boxing's undisputed money king, earning a reputation through calculated business decisions, extravagant spending, and always finding a way to stay one step ahead of the competition. But now, with reports and non-stop speculation suggesting he may have suffered a massive financial blow, Gervonta "Tank" Davis appears to be turning the spotlight back on the very man who once helped guide his rise in the sport. And that's what makes this story so fascinating. This isn't just another round of social media drama. Tank and Floyd have spent years trading subtle shots, making public comments, and leaving fans constantly wondering how fractured their relationship really is behind the scenes. So when Tank seemingly mocked Floyd at a moment like this, it felt far more personal than the usual online back and forth. He recently posted a message on social media that read, "I seen a man that had the world in the palm of his hands lose it all because he wanted to eat." He followed it up by saying that didn't even have his best interest, then turned around and became a big hater. Could never be me, loser. Adding even more fuel to the conversation, Jason Whitlock claimed that Floyd Mayweather became consumed by chasing wealth and money, arguing that this relentless obsession eventually left the boxing icon broke.
Of the nicknames that you take on, because eventually you'll have to live up to those nicknames. And you've probably taken on a nickname that will destroy you. The Money Team, Money Mayweather. And so now your whole identity is built.
At the very same time, Dana White revealed that he would be interested in helping Floyd Mayweather, following reports alleging the boxing legend suffered a staggering $170 million financial loss. And that's where this story takes another unexpected turn. For years, Floyd has been viewed as the face of financial success in boxing, an undefeated champion, a savvy businessman, and a superstar who built his name into a global empire. So when rumors of a setback this massive began spreading, it caught a lot of fans completely by surprise. Dana White entering the conversation makes the situation even more intriguing because there are very few people who understand the business of combat sports better than he does. Time and time again, he has shown that he knows how to sell blockbuster events, build larger-than-life personalities, and transform a single storyline into millions of dollars. If Dana is genuinely willing to step in and support Floyd, the reason may go far beyond friendship alone. It could also open the door to another blockbuster combat sports spectacle, with Mayweather's name once again at the center of the headlines. Even with that possibility, the timing of everything makes this entire situation far more complicated than it first appears.
The unfortunate news that we're seeing so many headlines with Floyd Mayweather Jr. losing like $170 million. Just your opinion on that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I've talked to him about it. but I don't know enough about it. You hear all these different stories. I think you have to wait to see how this thing's going to play out in court for him. But when somebody works as hard as he did and, you know, amasses the type of wealth that he had, and then, you know, they lose it or it gets stolen or whatever the deal is, it's horrible. And it happens a lot in professional sports. Who knows? Anything is possible. Maybe we could do.
Bob Arum surprised a lot of people by expressing genuine sympathy for Floyd Mayweather after reports claimed he had lost well over $100 million. You probably didn't see that coming. His reaction immediately caught fans off guard because Arum and Mayweather have spent years on opposite sides of some of boxing's biggest business battles. Their history has been filled with public disagreements, and ever since Floyd walked away from Top Rank to build his own promotional empire, he has never been shy about criticizing the company. But instead of using the moment to take a shot at his longtime rival, Arum chose to respond with empathy, making his comments even more unexpected. And that's exactly why people started paying close attention. While social media quickly turned the story into memes, jokes, and endless debates, Arum seemed to view the situation through the eyes of someone who understands just how devastating a financial loss of that scale could be. After spending decades at the highest level of boxing, he knows better than most that although the sport can create incredible fortunes, one wrong move on the business side can erase years of success just as quickly.
Very sad. But, you know, Floyd had a great career. He made a lot of money. But in his mind, that made him a great genius, great business genius, great genius in life. And because he overrated life, he ran out of money. You can't, no matter how much money you have, you can't have 2 big planes, 10 security guards. It's going to cost you money. I mean, so again, I'm really sad to see that happen, but hopefully he'll get out of it.
Floyd Mayweather eventually broke his silence on the viral claims that he had lost a massive amount of money, making it clear that he wasn't about to let rumors tear down the image he spent decades building. And if you know Floyd, that response shouldn't come as a surprise. Throughout his career, he has crafted a reputation around confidence, dominance, and always projecting complete control, both inside and outside the ring. So when reports began spreading that he had allegedly lost more than $100 million, he had no interest in sitting back while critics and social media users turned him into the latest headline. Instead, Floyd used the moment to remind everyone that he is still Floyd Mayweather, still undefeated as a fighter, and still one of the most financially successful names the sport has ever seen. That's why his words carried so much impact. As fans, fellow boxers, and people across the boxing world continued debating the reports, Floyd redirected the conversation toward everything he has already accomplished throughout his legendary career. After all, he has generated more wealth than most fighters could ever dream of earning. And in his view, a single rumor, no matter how viral, was never going to erase the legacy he spent a lifetime creating.
It's Tyson, it's Pacquiao. We see you going overseas, a kickboxer possibly. Who is it going to be? People are saying you're doing this just cause of the money. Is it just cause money or just what you want to do? No, hold on. Let me film it. I prove that I'm 100% when I get in that ring. They playing on my downfall. So, yeah, we don't want to see Floyd with nothing. Right. I be like, yo. Right. Well, why did he do that? Why did he do that in front of Jay-Z? Jay-Z is this and Jay-Z is that. Just like that when people was asking about the PBC thing. All I want you to tell me what y'all got. Just tell me what y'all got. Everybody only worried about what Floyd got, but what do you got? So if something was to come out on Shade Room, they're gonna say, oh, it's false because it's black people. But if something come out on TMZ, oh, it's real. We know because it came from them. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Khan.
When Queen's Flip brought up all the online chatter claiming Floyd Mayweather was broke, Adrian Broner had every opportunity to join the criticism, but he chose a completely different path. And honestly, that caught a lot of people by surprise. Rather than feeding into the rumors, Broner made it clear that his respect and gratitude for Floyd remain exactly where they've always been. He even went as far as saying he would give Floyd every dollar he made from Kick that month without thinking twice, a statement that showed just how deep his loyalty still runs. That's what made his response stand out. While social media was flooded with jokes, memes, and people trying to tear Floyd down over unverified reports, Broner looked at the situation through a much different lens. To him, Floyd isn't just another former champion being mocked online. He's a fighter who changed the business of boxing, inspired an entire generation, and redefined how much elite athletes believed they could earn. So while everyone else was busy questioning Floyd's financial status, Broner focused on something bigger, loyalty, making it clear that if Floyd ever genuinely needed him, he'd be there without a moment of hesitation.
This treasure, she's a good one. Yeah. You holler at Floyd. See he going through what he going through. You gonna check? You gonna look out for him? Huh? Yeah, I got something for him. Floyd needs something. Hey, don't do that. I mean, if he needs something, you gonna holler at Floyd. Huh? Put that in your pocket. Put that away. Put that away. No, I'm saying, I can. Put that away. But look, I swear to God. Is that still out? Is that still your man? Yeah. I love Floyd, bro. I ain't got nothing against Floyd. Listen, my monthly this month, if he need it all, I'll give it to him. Oh, real though. Floyd. Yeah. You give it to him. My monthly that I'm making off Kick this month, if he need it all, I'll give it to him. Swear to God. No question.
At this point, everyone is familiar with the roller coaster relationship between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather, a story filled with close friendship, a bitter fallout, non-stop public shots, and years of back-and-forth drama. So when reports surfaced claiming Floyd had allegedly taken a massive financial hit, fans instantly started looking toward 50 Cent, knowing he has never passed up the chance to clown Floyd on social media. And that's where things get even more interesting. While Adrian Broner stood firmly behind Floyd and publicly showed his support, 50 Cent has long been seen as the exact opposite when it comes to these situations. Most fans expect him to turn headlines like this into entertainment, especially because Floyd built his entire image around being the richest man in boxing, living a lavish lifestyle, and constantly reminding the world of his financial success. If 50 decides to speak on these rumors, it won't feel like just another celebrity offering an opinion. Considering everything they've experienced together over the years, any joke or comment he makes about Floyd's money will come across as deeply personal and could end up bringing even more attention to the controversy than the original reports ever did.
Like, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
Yeah, it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Jason Whitlock offered one of the most hard-hitting reactions to the reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather's financial situation, taking the conversation in a completely different direction. Instead of treating it like another boxing rumor, he used the moment to make a much broader point about success, money, and the choices that come with both. According to Whitlock, Floyd "Money" Mayweather built his entire identity around chasing, displaying, and celebrating wealth at every opportunity. He argued that the same mindset which helped create Floyd's larger-than-life image may have ultimately been the very thing that led to his reported financial downfall.
Broke and writing bad checks everywhere because we built him up into some sort of icon, into some sort of idol, and money, the money team, and people on social media that any criticism of Floyd Mayweather, well, that's racist. And they're just a strong, confident black man. But the Deion Sanders argument, Floyd I wouldn't call him the originator, but maybe one of the prime examples of that mentality. That, oh, they just, a black man with confidence. If I was white and had this kind of confidence, no one would say anything. But a black man with confidence intimidates people and scares people, and the white races all want to put them down. Social media confirms this type of delusional thinking. As long as money defines you, rules you, eventually there's going to be a boomerang effect, and it's going to...
Whitlock's comments were about far more than the reports claiming Floyd Mayweather had allegedly lost a huge amount of money. In his view, the real issue was the image Floyd spent years building. Mountains of cash, diamond-covered jewelry, private jets, exotic cars, and non-stop displays of luxury became the foundation of the entire Money Mayweather brand. Now, with rumors pointing to a massive financial setback, Whitlock believes that carefully crafted persona may have become Floyd's biggest vulnerability, and that's exactly why his remarks sparked so much debate. For years, Floyd made wealth the ultimate symbol of power, influence, and success, turning it into one of the defining pieces of his public identity. Whitlock's argument is that when your reputation is built almost entirely around money, any report of a major financial loss stops being just a business problem and becomes a direct challenge to the legacy and image you've spent years creating.
And you have no discipline, and now there are reports out that he's bouncing checks around Las Vegas.
Rick Glazer also entered the conversation with one of the strongest criticisms of the rumors surrounding Floyd Mayweather's finances, claiming the situation was even worse than many people realized. In a post on X, Glazer wrote, "Floyd Mayweather's whole life is spiraling out of control. Actually has been out of control. That's why he's deep in debt from judgments, lawsuits, IRS levies, child support, and from what I'm told, more is coming." He also alleged that Floyd was carrying more than $50 million in debt. Glazer didn't stop there, arguing that Mayweather never earned anywhere near the massive amounts he publicly claimed, insisting the real figures were only a fraction of what fans were led to believe, and that years of excessive spending had contributed to major financial problems along with serious legal troubles. Those allegations struck at the very core of Floyd's public image. For years, the Money Mayweather brand was built around flashing stacks of cash, luxury jewelry, exotic cars, expensive watches, and private jets, creating the impression that his fortune was virtually untouchable. Glazer's argument is that the wealth Floyd displayed may not have been nearly as limitless as it appeared. At the same time, a boxing insider claimed that Al Haymon had to advance Floyd money before the Conor McGregor fight because he had already spent the earnings from his Manny Pacquiao heyday, with additional rumors suggesting nearly $200 million had been spent since 2017. Claims like these are exactly why this story continues to dominate conversations. Floyd built his reputation on financial success, discipline, and always staying ahead of the game. But if any of these allegations prove to be true, they would paint a dramatically different picture. They would suggest that even after earning some of the biggest purses in boxing history, his spending may have grown just as fast as his income. Meanwhile, 50 Cent added another twist by sharing what he claimed was leaked audio involving Al Haymon and Leonard Ellerbe, in which they were allegedly discussing Floyd Mayweather and his reported financial issues. According to those claims, 50's reason for releasing the recording was to imply that members of Floyd's own inner circle were speaking negatively about him behind closed doors and may have started distancing themselves. And that's where the story becomes even more dramatic, because Floyd has always projected an image built on loyalty, influence, and complete control. Now, however, the conversation has shifted toward allegations that the people closest to him may no longer be standing firmly in his corner.
Damning stuff coming from two people that were super close to Floyd Mayweather Jr. So earlier today, 50 Cent leaked, I don't know how he got a hold of this conversation, a convo between Leonard Ellerbe and Al Haymon. To give you a little bit of backstory, Leonard Ellerbe was the head of Mayweather Promotions, was very crucial in the career and building Floyd Mayweather across pretty much his whole entire career. And Al Haymon also served as his business advisor for a majority of his career, and also the head of PBC as of current. I've not heard the video. 50 Cent dropped it on his IG, 50 Cent does not like Floyd Mayweather. That's very well documented. I think it stems from 50 and Floyd were supposed to start a promotional company together. I think TMT was supposed to be their joint promotions company, and Floyd went ahead and split the other way. If memory serves me correct, I could be wrong, but I think that's what spurred the tension, the falling out between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. And whenever 50 Cent gets a chance to throw a jab at Floyd, he goes for it. He takes full advantage of it, and I think he's...
The host also pointed out that Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerbe were never just ordinary members of Floyd Mayweather's team. They played major roles in his business operations, his biggest pay-per-view events, and the rise of the entire Money Mayweather empire. So if the alleged leaked audio is genuine, it raises an even bigger question that fans can't ignore. Was Floyd really in complete control of everything happening around him? Or was his inner circle quietly making key decisions behind the scenes while he continued placing his full trust in the people closest to him?
Round. Holy moly, that's coming from Al? If that is Al, jeez. One, I would not want to be on Al's bad side. That guy has a lot of pull, a lot of juice, not only in the boxing world, but in the business world. Damn, like, you don't understand like how close like Floyd and Leonard have been over the years. And in talking with Leonard, one, I like Leonard. I think he's a cool dude. Two, Leonard takes a lot of immense pride in building up the career of Floyd Mayweather, building up the fights that Floyd had and the events that they put together, him and Floyd and with Mayweather Promotion. Takes immense pride in that, being crucial to building up the Mayweather brand and the success that Floyd had outside the ring and even inside of the ring. So it's a bit shocking to hear something like that from Leonard. Something really, really bad had to have happened. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense that it's just based off that one comment. Maybe this was like an accumulation.
Boxing Ego also weighed in on the Floyd Mayweather story, calling it one of the most complex and controversial situations the boxing legend has faced in years. In his opinion, this goes far beyond rumors about money. He believes the entire Money Mayweather brand is now being questioned from several different angles all at once. It started with fans reacting to the reports of Floyd's alleged financial losses, but the conversation quickly expanded as names like 50 Cent, Al Heyman, and Leonard Ellerbe became part of the story. Then, once the alleged leaked audio began circulating, the narrative shifted from simple speculation to claims of possible tension within Floyd's own inner circle. Boxing Ego argued that Floyd spent years building an image of complete control over every aspect of his career. He became known not only as an undefeated champion, but also as a brilliant businessman who always seemed to stay one step ahead, both inside the ring and outside of it. Now, however, the conversation has turned toward allegations involving debt, lawsuits, betrayal, and the possibility that those closest to Floyd may have known more than the public ever did. And that's exactly why this story continues to dominate headlines. It has evolved into something much bigger than people simply making jokes about Floyd on social media. The real question now is whether the Money Mayweather empire was ever as untouchable as the world was led to believe.
It is looking very shaky, to say the least. Like I said before, Al Heyman, he stole money, right? What is going on? For starters, Floyd Mayweather had a fight in Athens, Greece, right? Mike Zambitis. And boom, you never know, right? You truly never know. So Ring Magazine and others have reported the fight has now been called off, right? So the fight was getting ready to come up, I think this weekend, but now the fight has been canceled. Strike one. Strike two. Dan Rafael responded to this clip of Manny Pacquiao training, right? I want to. It's up to my promoter, Bob Adam. He showed me. Right? You know, innocent clip of Pacquiao training for a comeback. The caption reads, Manny Pacquiao getting the work in ahead of his September rematch with Floyd Money Mayweather. And longtime boxing reporter Dan Rayfield says that is inaccurate, right? That fight isn't happening in September, and almost...
According to Boxing Ego, this situation has grown into something much bigger than a single rumor or one damaging headline. He pointed to the lawsuits connected to Floyd Mayweather and argued that more and more allegations are now being linked to his name. That's exactly why this story has taken on a life of its own. When legal disputes, reported financial problems, and public questions about your wealth all hit at the same time, they begin to chip away at the image you've spent years creating. Floyd's entire reputation was built around being in complete control. He was Money Mayweather, the undefeated champion who looked untouchable inside the ring and unbelievably successful outside of it. Boxing Ego's point was that once lawsuits start piling up, the conversation changes completely. At that stage, it's no longer just about critics making jokes or rivals taking shots at him. Instead, people begin asking whether Floyd's business empire is really as strong as it has always appeared to be. And that's why this story keeps getting more complicated. The reported financial allegations are only one piece of the puzzle, while the legal issues add another layer of scrutiny that has fans wondering how much is actually happening behind the scenes.
Reports that Floyd is facing extreme financial hardships from people potentially, allegedly swindling him for money, poor investment and or money management skills, right? And it's culminated in people speculating that Floyd is broke or near broke for, given how much money he made, $1 billion plus in this industry, he don't have nothing to show for it. So a lot of people believe with all these lawsuits, Floyd suing a couple people, Showtime, Steven Espinoza, he's suing former business partners, he's being sued by a dancer, a private dancer from the Girl Collection on some paternity case, alleging the baby is Floyd's. He has a jeweler in Miami, I believe a jeweler in Las Vegas. There's a property management company.
There have been countless reports claiming Floyd Mayweather is dealing with serious financial problems, with allegations ranging from people potentially taking advantage of him to questionable investments and poor money management. As all of those stories have piled up, they've fueled growing speculation that Floyd could be broke, or at least nowhere near as financially secure as many people once believed. After earning what many estimate to be well over $1 billion throughout his career, critics have started asking how much of that fortune is actually still intact. Adding even more attention to the situation are the numerous legal disputes reportedly connected to Floyd. Reports claim he has filed lawsuits against several individuals, including Showtime and Steven Espinoza, while also taking legal action against former business associates. At the same time, Floyd has reportedly been named in lawsuits of his own, including a paternity case brought by a woman described as a dancer, who alleges that he is the father of her child. Other reported legal matters have involved disputes with jewelers in Miami and Las Vegas, along with claims involving a property management company connected to real estate in New York and Manhattan. Whether these allegations ultimately prove true or not, the sheer number of claims has only intensified the public debate surrounding Floyd's finances and the future of the Money Mayweather brand.